Okay, this video is for William Newton. He sent the power supply back. Basically, I'm doing a video to show that the new replacement is working. It's 5 o'clock on 7/5, day after 4th of July. Just go over here, label the unit so that it says, has your name, replacement unit. This is isolated power supply. It's a Dell 12 volt, 57 amp, 700 watt power supply. Also got a little temper sticker, you know, just to cover my ass. Basically, your new unit powers on, so both of those lights are lit. Alright, the fan is running, has the little jumper mod down here. Unplug it, it ramps up. Alright, so that proves that's working. This is hooked up to my iCharger, just following the wires. iCharger says 11.86 volts. Alright, and I'm just going to do this test to show that the unit is isolated from the chassis. Negative lead is plugged into the negative of the power supply, and I'm just running this all along the case. Guess it'll help if I bring the meter over here. Alright, if it wasn't isolated, you'll see numbers pop up. Alright, so this unit is isolated, and I'm going to do a burn-in test in just a second. Basically, I think what happened is basically where this fan is, the wires, they sit down on the fan, and it sometimes can cause the board to short to the board that's beneath it. And so basically what I've done is I've put these little, let's see, there's these little pieces of paper, and I'll put them in there like so. So basically, one, I put it in between the two boards so that if the board does get pressed down, that's not going to short to the board beneath it. And then I put another one on top just in case, just for good measure. So I'm going to start doing this to all the units. Takes one failure to basically pioneer a way of making things a lot more reliable. So basically what I'm going to do now is I got my iCharger 4010 Duo. You have a 57 amp power supply. This iCharger can load this power supply down to 65 amps. And so I'm basically going to hold it at 65 amps for about 5 amp hours. I've currently discharged 9.8 amp hours out of this pack, so I'm going to just basically run it in. I'm going to charge it up to about 5 amp hours and terminate charge. So give me 1 second. It's set at 60 amp. It's not going to charge at 60 amp. It's going to charge kind of closer to possibly 40, 45. So I'm also going to undo this fan mod since I'm going to be heavily loading this power supply down. So the fan should be ramping up. Alright, so back at the iCharger, I'm basically down here. It shows you how many amps the power supply is putting out. it is loaded down to 65 amps. It's charging at 28 amps. Just filling the exhaust air off the power supply. Filling the connection, make sure they're not overheating. Although it is quite a bit warm. Just checking the air temperature. Case is still cool, but the exhaust air is a little bit warm. Again, that's a 57 amp power supply, loaded down to 65 amps. Cable's quite warm. It's 10 gauge wire, 65 amp is, I believe, the limit of 4mm bullets. These bullets are quite hot. Hitting 3 amp hours, got 2 more to go when I terminate charge. Basically, I'm probably roughly loading this down for about 10 minutes at 65 amps. Once I get done with this, then I'm gonna just box it and get it ready to ship. Or 4 amp hours in about 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. You know the voltage is at 11.23 when it's fully loaded. We're at 5 amp hours and we're at stop charge. Voltage rebounds to 11.86. I'm just again follow the wire back to the charger so you know that this is your charger that I tested. Yeah, both lights are on. Fan is running. Alright, thanks for watching.